Darth Vader number 11 finally released, and it packed all sorts of great new canon additions as well as some just plain old fantastic Darth Vader storytelling, coupled with a few Easter eggs for the sequel trilogy. Right off the bat, we get some rad new canon in the form of Vader wanting to use his new pet Space Kraken to take out Palpatine, who I guess was just chilling on Exegol waiting for his battered apprentice to brawl. While Vader's plan is bold and very impressive in scale, he soon finds out that even his newfound rage and in turn increased power is still no match for the Emperor, who uses the Force to have Vader's pet kill itself, which allowed Palp to throw some shade at Vader for talking shit earlier. Palpatine continues to taunt Vader, but while doing so, it is revealed that he has been using Luke's severed hand to create Force-infused clone experiments. One can now say that Luke's hand more than likely had a part in the creation of Snoke or pre-Snoke experiments, as well as the other cloned experiments such as these wart-filled thugs who try to tussle with the Dark Lord. The new canon train continues in this episode after Palp unleashes Vader's next test, which is to fight all of the Sith acolytes that we saw chanting in Tross. To their dismay though, Vader still dispatched them like a pimp by having their own blades take them out in a hail of sharpened bullets. After that awesome to see massacre, Vader, with Ochi begging him to give up, stumbles upon Palp's fleet for planet-busting Star Destroyers, which goes to show that he had the Exegol fleet prepped decades before it actually took flight in Tross. This issue also reveals how Palp got his ships to have Death Star-like lasers, which came from a mountain of kyber crystals that were tortured to make them bleed for the Sith way. Pretty intense. At this moment though, Palp is done with his Vader games, so thanks to the power of the kyber and his own abilities, Vader and Ochi are blasted with intense energy blasts that blows Ochi's helmet off while burning his eyes, but Vader doesn't succumb quite yet. This forces Palp to talk some more smack to keep the head games going as he reminds Vader that the cycle of pain he's put him through is what he needs to keep experiencing if he ever wants to be as powerful as the Emperor himself. This leads to an amazing flashback to his duel with Luke, but the roles are reversed, almost giving Vader a glimpse of the future in which Luke's love and belief in him allows him to ultimately defeat the Emperor. But sadly, the vision wasn't enough to convince him quite yet, as the issue ends with Vader being beaten back into line so he walks away with his tormentor and master like a dog with its tail between its legs. This was another brilliant issue in this current Vader run. All of the new pertinent canon was awesome to take in, but the panels themselves depicting the battle between Palp and Vader took the cake. I love the scale of their fight at the start, but I also love the mental aspect of Palp's assault, which just rehashed the cycle of death Anakin has found himself in since he joined the dark side. It just perfectly illustrated how dysfunctional these two are, and how much Vader hated Palpatine. But it highlights how his thirst for power always leads him to make the wrong choice. He truly is a tragic character to the core. Make sure to tune in to the next episode of the Star Wars Time Show, in which myself and my co-host Nick will continue the discussion on this comic. Blah blah blue, blah blah blee. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast, as I just said, so use the links in this video's description or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars Time, and remember, if you listen to the Star Wars Time Show, the Force will be with you always.